Welcome to Get Comics. We will be unboxing and reviewing the DT8 Ultra Max from No.1 brand and comparing it with the standard version of the DT8 Ultra. What are the difference and which one is better to buy? The DT8 Ultra Max box looks more premium compared to the standard version. The box contains a manual book, the unit itself, two types of straps, canvas and silicone, and a wireless charging cable. The first difference with the standard version is that the Max version comes with two straps, while the standard version only comes with one strap. The type of the straps is the same, so they can be interchanged. If you want to add or buy a different strap color or model, you can buy an Apple Watch strap for the 45mm case. The silicone strap feels very soft and comfortable to wear. And I also like the locking mechanism, which is like a regular watch. I'm not a big fan of the pin style. The canvas strap is also comfortable to wear and it's not elastic or stretchy, maybe just a little bit. The second noticeable difference is that the Max version has a thinner screen bezel compared to the standard version. Both watches have a good quality display. If you use a photo as a watch face, it will look smooth and sharp on both screens. However, the brightness level of the DT8 Ultra Max screen is higher, so it will give better visibility outdoors. Also, according to the official website, the Max version uses Corning Gorilla Glass. Both have a body made of metal alloy, and their sizes are relatively the same. There might be a slight difference when measured using a caliper due to slight variation in measuring position. This watch size is relatively large but not excessively so. This is how it looks when I use it. I'm 170 cm tall and weight of 67 kg. The side view of both devices is very similar, the difference is in the back. The DT8 Ultra Max has a screw, while the standard version has a body temperature sensor on the middle. This means that the DT8 Ultra Max lacks a body temperature feature. Both have two buttons and one clickable crown. The difference is that with Ultra Max we can change the left button function, while the standard version cannot. As for the quality of the buttons, they can work okay. It might be not very clicky, but we can use it anyway. We can change the icon size for some of menu styles by turning the crown. We can change the menu style by double-clicking the crown. I prefer the Ultra Max font type than the standard version. The font of standard version is like typewriter, so it looks obsolete. If we swipe right, the Max version gives more complete options. We can view battery capacity, some health data, etc. The quick settings if we swipe down is also more complete, and on the Ultra Max we can choose what to display. We can use a video watch face on the Ultra Max, although the duration is only about 2 seconds and not that smooth, but it's better than none, right? We can also use 5 different photos that can be changed every time we tap the screen. The standard version can only use one photo. There are also over 500 watch faces you can choose and install with the Wear Pro app. Although many of the watch faces are only some different photos or images, but there are some good watch faces you can choose. There are 7 watch faces installed on the watch, but unfortunately only one can be replaced, while the rest cannot be deleted. Some watch faces are clickable, or you can go directly to certain features such as heart rate and activity data. To turn on the screen, you can tap the screen. You can press the crown button. You can also use the raise to wake feature. The raise to wake feature sensitivity is good. In addition, when the watch is facing down, the screen will stay on until the selected screen time is over. I prefer this setup. I hate when some smartwatches instantly turn off the screen when facing down. There is no always on display feature because the screen is not AMOLED. There are 2 screen off display as seen on video. It is not always on. It will turn off after a few seconds. However, we can set the main screen to stay on continuously. For example, if you want to show off your main watch face and keep it on all the time, you can do that. I have tested it and the battery can last up to 8 hours if we keep the screen always light up. As a note, if you want the screen to stay on continuously, you need to turn off the raise to wake feature. There is one feature that I really like in the Ultra Max version, and just because of this one feature, it can be enough reason to upgrade. But before that, let's briefly discuss the health features first. The step counter accuracy is quite good. I compare with manual counting. Sometimes it gives results below the manual count, and sometimes it is higher. However, the accuracy level is still above 98%, so it's pretty good. For the heart rate sensor accuracy, it is also quite good, but the update is not as fast as a health device. As for the blood oxygen feature, it differs by 2 to 3% compared to the oximeter. I don't know which is more accurate because my blood oxygen level is never below 96%. As for the blood pressure feature, it's just a gimmick and the result differs from a health device. The same goes for ECG. For the barometer, it seems to be just a gimmick because the results are different from my other device. The Ultramax Sports feature is slightly better than the previous version. Now we can set exercise goals or targets. In addition, there are more sports selection, but these are mostly just different names. The data recorded is generally the same. For example, for the drive sport, there is still step counting, even though it is not necessary. The distance calculation is based on the estimated number of steps because this watch doesn't have GPS. The GPS icon on the watch is just a screenshot if we start the exercise from the Wear Pro app on the phone, so it uses the phone's GPS. To view the exercise history, we must open the Wear Pro app and sync it first. We can find some swimming sports on the watch, even though based on the specification, this watch is not suitable for swimming. It will be fine if we accidentally submerge it in water for a moment, or to use it under the rain is alright, but it is not recommended to wear it while swimming. If it gets submerged in water, make sure that all the water is out of the hose, especially the speaker hole. This can be done by shaking the watch because the draining function on this watch only activates vibrator, not actual draining feature like on the original Apple Watch Ultra. The sleep monitoring feature works quite well. I compare it with Mi Band 7 and the sleep time difference was only 2 minutes. 5.6 hours is equivalent to 5 hours and 36 minutes. However, in terms of measurement details, the Mi Band 7 is still better. There is one feature that I really like, which is the compass feature. This feature is not available on the standard version. It's a real compass and it works well. And the cool thing is, aside from using the feature, there is one watch face that can display the compass feature, which is this red watch face. There's only one watch face that can do this, and I hope that there will be other watch faces in the future that can display the compass. I compare it with my phone, although there is a 2 to 3 degree difference, but it works fine. The arrow pointed north. Also, between my phone and other phones give different degree anyway, so I don't know which one is more accurate. Another useful feature for Muslim friends is the Qibla direction indicator. You cannot find this feature on some of menu style, so if you cannot find it, try to change the menu style by double-clicking the crown. This watch supports Bluetooth call. It cannot use a SIM card, so it functions as a Bluetooth speaker or headset. To answer or make a call through the watch, we need to activate Bluetooth call mode first. To make a call, we can either press the number pad directly or synchronize contacts first. Here's an example of the mic quality.
This is the mic quality of DT8 Ultra Max.
During BT call mode, we can use the Google Assistant feature by tapping the screen twice.
Pom bensin terdekat.
Shell berada di Jalan Margonda Raya nomor 477 di Kota Depok.
Meanwhile, here's an example of the speaker quality. You can judge the sound quality for yourself. The volume is quite loud at 87 dB, and for comparison, the noise level of road traffic is 80 dB. We can also control the music or video player that is currently running. For example, we can control YouTube app. We cannot adjust the volume though. If you don't want to use the watch speaker while listening to music or video, you can turn off the Bluetooth call mode. In this mode, we can still control the music or video app if the Wear Pro app runs in the background. Many apps can send notification to the watch, but not all of them. For example, I couldn't find the Gmail app on the list. The watch only display notifications, or in other words, we cannot view the entire message and there is no quick reply option. We can set up to 5 alarms and we can choose for alarm sounds, or it can be set to vibrate only. However, the alarm duration is too short, like only 10 seconds. There is also a religious feature that might handy for Muslims as a reminder for the 5 daily prayers. This feature is unavailable on the standard version. The reminder is vibration only or no sound, but the vibration duration is longer than the alarm. There is also a QR code feature. We can save any QR codes. I personally add the QR code for church offerings. I don't know how to use the NFC feature, especially for using it as a door card. If anyone knows how to do it, feel free to comment. There is a time zone feature on Ultramax to see the time difference around the world. This feature is not available in the standard version. For the remote camera feature, it only works with the Wear Pro application and cannot be used with the phone's default camera application. In addition to pre-installed application on the watch, we can install several additional applications from the Wear Pro app. They will appear in the App Store folder on the watch. Just for your info, the app that you see on this list is pre-installed on the standard version. The battery life can last for 2 to 4 days with normal usage. However, this is highly dependent on how long the screen is on. As a note, it is recommended that we open the Wear Pro app at least once a day to ensure that the watch stays connected to our phone, because sometimes my watch restarts on its own, which makes it unsynchronized. In conclusion, the main selling point of the DT8 Ultramax is its stylish design, the compass feature, a good screen with thin bezels, a sensitive raise to wake feature, and we can also make the screen always light up for up to 8 hours. In short, it is a fashion watch. The downside is the sports feature. Well, at the same price range, we can choose whether to buy a fashion watch like this one, or we can choose to buy a better fitness tracker. All in all, we must choose as we cannot get it all at this price point. In my opinion, this watch is still worth to buy, and at least it has a real heart rate sensor and the steps counter is pretty good. The purchase link is on the video description. You can use the 10% discount code, and if you buy from the link, make sure to select the DT8 Ultra Max version, because there are 2 options available in same link, standard or max version. Thank you for visiting Gadget Mix channel. Hopefully this information is useful for someone, and I'll see you in the next video.